a couple years ago, I went to Dave Asprey's biohack thing in Pasadena. He was kind enough to interview me on his podcast. So I went for the whole 3-day deal. Like this, Sally dressed like she normally dresses. And we're going around and there was people running around barefooted, trying to grip the energy of the earth with their toes and shit, which I hadn't seen that before. But anyway, and Joe DeCina was there, the Spartan guy. And I'm waiting, I think I was interviewed the second day by Dave. And when I was there, I said, and a lot of the guys were talking about, it's about changing your lifestyle through not medicine, but science, kind of. That's the closest I can come to. And Dave's a very smart guy, and he's done all this scientific research, and he's spent $300,000 supposedly on biohacking himself, and which I joked with him. I said, well, that's chump change. I've spent way over $1 million on mine. And I've tested my blood every 6 to 8 weeks for 40 plus years. I'm down to, I know when something goes off by a 10th degree. And I know how to adjust my food in my intake. And I know how to get the maximum use out of weights doing the minimum. Because I can't work out 5-6 hours a day like I used to. I don't want to, anyway. So I know, and I get big naturally. Some guys have to work hard at it. I currently have a 52-inch chest and a 36-inch waist, but I used to have a 60-inch chest. I just natural, get that from my dad. 56, 28. I never got that little waist, so I'm waiting to be interviewed by Dave. Nice guy. And so I went going in to see Joe DeCina to give his talk, Spartan guy. I had never met him. So I show up at the hall early to I wanted to get in the front row because I wanted to listen to him. But the other speaker was still speaking. And he was some shaman, guru, Hindu, third chakra, kind of guy. I forget his name. Nice guy. So I'm standing in the back of the room, and he said, we're going to do one more exercise before we leave. And he was doing some incantation shit, and I'm listening, and I'm there with one of my mentees who's dressed just like me. We were the only guys wearing suits. Everybody else was, cash. By the way, I drank 7 giant bulletproofs, 8 giant bulletproofs, 6 giant bulletproofs, the 3 days I was there. We'll get to that in a minute. So I'm listening to the guy, and the guy says, and he says, assumes the position. So I think assuming the position, bend over, sweetheart. That's what I think assume the position means. I go to my default. Okay? That's not what he meant. So, and I don't remember exactly, but it was something like this. And so to me, it's like hugging a tree or something, but I don't know what it was. So, and he says some incantations, and he's saying some mumbo jumbo, and I repeat it the best I could. Apparently, I must have repeated it just like you're supposed to. And my eyes are closed. And as Allah is my motherfucking witness, I said to Sally, something's happening. What's wrong? And it's when somebody my age says that, are you having a stroke, or or do you have a hard-on? I mean, what, a stroke or a hard-on? Well, let's do something about it, So I'm, I see that fucker up on the stage, and my eyes are closed. I was seeing through my third chakra. There are people that pray and meditate for 50 fucking years that can't do that. Now, I didn't believe in any of that shit. The only reason I believe in it now because I did it. So I'm saying he's dancing around. Okay. Fast forward, then 2 days later, I'm with one of the mentees, Hall of Famer. And she had just She had died and come back to life. She had fallen dead in her son's rehearsal dinner the night before he was married, straight into the dessert. And they tried to bring her back to life, and they given her, a defibrillator. There was 2 docs there. They broke 3 ribs trying to give her, she's dead. 911, paramedics come, pick her up, take her away, dead. And everybody's crying, as they should, and Mary's a great gal. Was a great gal, still is a great gal. So they take her away, and apparently there was a senior paramedic and a junior paramedic, and the junior paramedic said he wanted to practice. He says, can I give her a couple more jolts? Now, I thought he's going to, a little necrophiliac, but that's not what he meant. He's going to give her a couple more jolts. She comes back to life. Now, she's dead 20, 25 minutes. And that's what I heard about. So she says, I know you want to know why I said, yeah. And he says, I know you want to know this too, Dan. I said, what? She says, what did I see when I'm dead? Did I see the shining light and angels and shit? No. I said, well, you're going to hell anyway, Mary. Everybody knows that. So there's no fucking, if you saw angels, there's no way I'm not going to heaven. There's no fucking way. So she says, no, I saw gray, black. Well, that must, you saw the devil. She says, no, I didn't see that. But she says, every single regret I had, working backwards from me falling dead in my son's rehearsal dinner dessert to back to the beginning, I saw in a flash. Every motherfucking regret, you fucking sorry cunts. When I tell you I'm in the regret minimization business, you fucking assholes, I know what I'm fucking talking about. We're all energy. We agree on that. She saw everyone in a flash. I was so fucking happy I didn't know whether to shit or go blind. Because I've been saying this for 50 fucking years. But I have to die to prove it. I don't want to prove my theory that bad that I'm going to be dead because I may not come back. She saw every regret. And in this room, for as young as you are, boy, you got a shit ton of them. You got a shit. But she tells me this, but she says, what's this chakra bullshit you're seeing? That's horse shit. You're too much of a theatrical P.T. Barnum. Okay, I was bullshit. And I said, so she says, do it again. Nah, I don't want to do it. I did it again. She's standing about where you are. I felt like a shaman Indian. And I did it again. Saw. That's the last time I did it. I don't plan on doing it anymore. Although I kind of felt it going there for a minute. I kind of like that, There are people that live all their lives, meditate forever. The Dalai's never done it. Mahatma Gandhi never did it. I'm giving Jesus the benefit of the doubt. So I can walk on the fucking water. I don't know, I kind of got that feeling again. This is an emergency now, kids. They're giving away fucking free money. And whatever money you borrow, you're going to pay back with cheaper money because when inflation does come, and it will come. So for every $1 million you borrow, you're going to pay back with $700,000 bills, $700,000 bills, etc., etc. And if you don't understand cheaper money because of inflation, Google it. I'm not going to explain it. Present value of money, meatheads. Who's teaching this now? No one. Why isn't anybody teaching it, Melanie? I like that name. We might have had another life together. Why isn't anybody else teaching it?
Because they don't know about it or they're too scared to do it themselves.
Both. The answers are correct. 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 Bo but they're afraid of being wrong. Because what if they stick their neck out like I have? Like I've got a slide that I've showed a million times. People are sick of it. I have no reason to stick my neck out calling the market. I don't. I don't sell anything. I don't invest anything. I don't manage anything. What upside do I have? None. All I have is downside. I like poking in the eye in the fucking gurus, other gurus that don't know shit. I get off on that. I mean, that's a sexual experience for me because they're mostly all stupid. They are. They're ignorant. And they don't have a pot to piss in or window to throw it out of. But they're going to sell you on sale tomorrow, 85% off. Only for you, this one time. And you laugh because it's funny, right? Then why do you buy it? I know, no, you don't buy it. It's those other morons, right? You've already told me about a couple of guys that you've gone to see. They're idiots. I did a stand-up gig for one of them, and he's still telling the same fucking stories. You tell me about a couple, you guys are using 2012, 2013 product and 2007, but you still buy it because you got no self-respect. Your parents didn't teach you to have self-respect because your parents don't have any self-respect and their parents don't have any self-respect. And that's why we are in this snowflake world where political correctness is a manifestation of lack of self-esteem. I may be called a lot of things, but lack of self-esteem is not one of them. That's not one of them. I've been accused of a lot of shit in my time, but that's not one of them. And I exaggerate. I do. Mr. Trump and I, President Trump and I have that same, I like to call it a quality. Other people might call it something else, handicap. But with the president, unfortunately, every fucking word he says is dissected. Just imagine if every word you said was dissected. Just think about it. And for the YouTubers, just imagine. And the smart-ass millennial YouTubers will say, well, then he shouldn't be in public office. If he can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen. And there's a lot of truth in that. But 5 years ago, President Trump didn't plan on being president. He didn't plan on being president, as opposed to some of the current politicians. He does away with death tax. Corporate rate goes down to 20%. Fuck. We're going to see 30,000 on the Dow like you brushed your teeth this morning. Like you brushed your teeth this morning. We got a lot of homework tonight. Who's my 5 o'clock? 6. 7. Whoa, Nelly. I hope you're ready. You say, I am. You should say, I was born ready, Mr. Peña.
I was born ready, Mr. Peña.
Very good, very good. Okay, any questions before we close it down? This is an emergency. Okay, YouTubers, thank you very much.